Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. In 2021, when everybody was finally going on the vacation they had been putting off for over a year, I was hearing a lot about ticket price inflation, and I decided to check out how much it would cost to fly to Taiwan at that time. I had no plans to go. Actually, at the time, Taiwan was still very difficult to go to. You had to quarantine for 2 weeks when you arrived in Taiwan. They only quite recently lifted that restriction in 2023, I want to say. But I was looking up how much it would cost. And when I pulled up the ticket, I thought, hey, that doesn't look so bad. But then I realized that that was before taxes. So what was an after tax price in 2019 has become a before tax price in 2021. Granted, the price increase has kind of slowed down, and now if you're willing to shop around, it's not so bad anymore. I think part of the reason it's not so bad also is that I'm flying out of Phoenix instead of Seattle. It's kind of interesting how it costs a lot less to fly out of here. Although, if you know Seattle's going to be a stopover, maybe you can purchase a ticket from Phoenix. I don't know if that will work. But so that was my first price shock from the inflation. I My car insurance has gone up a lot since the beginning of the pandemic. Nothing of my doing, unfortunately. I haven't gotten into an accident. I haven't gotten a ticket. Uh, just as the pandemic was breaking out and people were driving less, I got a good refund. And that was really nice. And also, they put off collecting the bills, so you got like a 3-4 month extension to pay your car insurance. So that was really nice um, during that time. And then we got hit with all of these price increases. What's really interesting is that I got into a car accident in August of 2016. It was my fault. I used to have a bad habit of daydreaming while driving. I never texted while driving. I don't drink. I don't use marijuana, but I have a tendency to be in the car and just daydream away. What had happened was I had just come home from a Computer Olympiad conference, and I was really upset because I was 29 years old at the time. I've been writing computer games since I was 23 years old, and I felt like in 6 years I had barely scratched the surface of all the things I ever wanted to write. And I realized that even if I have another 60 years left to write the computer games, I'm not going to write every game that I want to write. There's like, in those 6 years, there's like 1,000 times more than that stuff that I want to write, right? And so I was thinking, what's going to happen to my computer games after I'm gone? And then I remembered that the reason I had broken up with my last girlfriend was because she wanted children. And then I thought maybe I should actually go back to her and have children so that I could have somebody to continue my computer games after I'm gone. I was thinking about this while I was behind the wheel. Long story short, that didn't go well, and I crashed. And not surprisingly, I lost my good insurance rates. I had to go with a different carrier. Can't even remember the name of the other carrier because it sucks so badly. Um, and so Actually, to give you an idea how badly that carrier sucked, when I talked to the agent was, I think, from a southeastern Asian country. I can't remember if it was Thailand or Vietnam. And cultures like that have a tendency, especially they see other Asians, they have a tendency to talk in weird ways that would not be very professional between Americans, right? So she says, "Why don't you just go get married? Look how much you'll save on car insurance." And she put it into her computer what the premium would be if I were married and we're insuring two cars. It was like only 10% more than what I'm now paying to insure one car, if I remember correctly. She was like, "Why don't you just go get married? Then look at how much you can save on car insurance." That was really upsetting for me. And so the next thing I did was I was so insulted by that joke that I went into a dating app that I was using. I can't remember if it was OkCupid or one of the apps. And I wrote, I just got home from my car insurance and learned that if I got married, I could save this much on car insurance. Who else is paying too much on car insurance? Let's get married. Let's save on car insurance. I was insulted, and so I vented my frustration on OkCupid. Next thing I know, a girl messaged me saying she was interested, and so I asked her, "Well, how much do you pay for car insurance, and how how much would you save and all that, and what's your driving record like?" And she was like, "I don't drive." I'm like, "Well, are you interested?" And then she says she just likes the way I think. She didn't actually believe that I had car insurance. I was paying too much and all that. Now, funny thing is, we went to a restaurant in downtown Seattle. I was so excited about seeing her that I wasn't mindful of my situation in my car. You gotta understand, I used to live out of my car as well. And while we were eating, somebody broke into my car and stole my laptop. And I just thought that was so ironic that we had been talking. It wasn't worthy of filing a car insurance claim, but we had been talking about car insurance, and then that happened. This is so funny. Unfortunately, she moved back home to China. She was here to study. But finally, in 2019, I was able to switch to better car insurance, obviously. And I called Geico on the very anniversary of the 3 year anniversary of the accident. And I still have Geico. Unfortunately, now every year on my anniversary, I'm reminded by the fact that it's the anniversary because the premium is due on that day. So 9 years on, I'm still celebrating the anniversary, and now with the increases, what's really frustrating is that the accident had just fallen off my report when all these pandemic price hikes had come on, and so it's just really frustrating, and it makes me want to try that hack again. Who wants to get married to the? We can both save on car insurance, all right? This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.